In this video, you'll see how to secure an Azure IAM account with CyberArk. In the PVWA, there are two out-of-the-box platforms for Azure IAM: Microsoft Azure Application Keys Management and Microsoft Azure Password Management. Duplicate each platform and activate the two new platforms you created. For detailed steps, watch the Managing Windows Local Admin Accounts with CyberArk PAM video series. Log into the Azure environment and select App Registration. Select New Registration. Type in the name for the app. For support account type, select Accounts in this organizational directory only. For redirect URI, choose Web. Finish by selecting Register. Copy the information to your notepad to be used later to onboard. Select Certificates and Secrets, then select New Client Secret. Add a description, and click Add. Copy all the information to your pre-existing notepad file. Assign permissions by selecting API permissions, Add permissions, Microsoft Graph Delegated Permissions. Next, type directory dot and select the permissions you would like. By selecting directory.access.asuser.all, you will grant the application the ability to see all Azure AD users via Azure API as a signed-in user. Finish by selecting Add Permissions. If you would like the app to rotate its password, select Add a Permission, Microsoft Graph Application Permissions. Next, type application dot and select application.readwrite.all and application.readwrite.owned by. The application.readwrite.all permission grants the application the ability to read and write all applications via the Azure API, and the application.readwrite.owned by permission grants the application the ability to manage applications to update their secret or key, which CyberArk rotates via the Azure API. Finish by selecting Add Permissions. Select Grant Admin Consent and choose Yes when prompted. Return to the Azure home screen and select Azure Active Directory. Select Roles and Administrators and search for User Administrator. Then select the user administrator you would like. Select Add Assignments, and in the search field, type the name of the CyberArk app you created previously. Select it and finish by selecting Add. Back in the PVWA, it's time to onboard the Azure application credentials. Add an account and select the Azure application platform and the appropriate safe. Copy the values from Azure to define the properties. Before you click Add, be sure to double-check all the information and that there are no typos. Make sure you can verify the account. Rotate the password to make the account more secure. Once the application is configured, you can begin onboarding privileged IAM accounts from Azure. Begin by adding an account and select the Azure application platform and the appropriate safe. Copy the values from Azure to define the properties. This includes the username, address, and Active Directory ID. Set up the application account via the Link function. Select the CyberArk CPM app. You will specify the same CyberArk CPM app as the application account's Reconcile account. Select Overview and then select Reconcile. After a few minutes and a refresh, you should be able to see the account has reconciled the password. It will allow you to connect to the target system. To connect to the target system, select the Connect button. For more information, please check out our online resources.